Okay, I've got a 98 Mercedes-Benz E300 with the 606 motor, and I'm going to do a diesel purge on it. I live up at about 9,000 feet in the mountains of Colorado, and I've had the car probably 7 or 8 years, and it's never run fantastic. I think the injectors were just kind of, it spits and sputters a little here and there, but anyway, it was time to do this, and I've been watching a lot of people, and I got two things of LiquiMoly, and you use these two hoses, this one and this one, and I'm going to break the original seal, and I've got some to extend the hose, basically just a barb to splice to extend the hose, and then hose clamps to lock it on there. And there's not like any pressure that I believe there's under pressure. You could probably get away without hose clamping the barb to it. I'll probably just splice it, try that first. But then, yeah, I'll run that LiquiMoly stuff, but I get a fair amount of smoke on this. It's been running a couple hours because I wanted to make sure the motor was hot. I'm getting a good amount of smoke off of it, so we'll see. But yeah, give me a few, and we'll get it all connected up, and then I'll run it as is, see how she goes. But you can get it before sound. I'll just let it run. So it didn't look like any blow by really, but the oil on diesels, the oil gets dirty like instantly. I've got diesel trucks and tractors and skid steers, and things just get dirty super fast with that stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'll just wanted you to hear it before, and let's see what it sounds like after. Thanks. So this is the barb that I'm using, 3/8. Yeah, coupling lead free. You could use a plastic one probably, but I thought I'd go with this. I did get one connected up, just cut, 18 inches of hose that I had. And so I got that one, and then I'll get down there and get that second one. And I'm gonna put the fluid into this jar. This is something from Costco, my wife. It's just a nice, I had a pickle jar, but I didn't want to put any glass down here. So we'll see, yeah, and I got 2 things of LiquiMoly Diesel Purge for the strong medicine for sick diesels. I think I paid about 18 bucks for the 2 of these on Amazon. So I'm going to get that second one connected up, and then I'll start it up and we'll go from there. Okay, so I got both of the lines connected. To me, it doesn't matter right now which one's inlet and outlet. One's a return line, and it's going to dump fuel that goes through your filter and back in. But I just got them both in there and just kind of wedged this under there. So I'm going to fill it up, and we'll start it up. So these are the factory ones, the hose clamps that were on there. You basically can just take pliers and twist, and they'll pop right. You take your pliers up here at the top like this, and then just twist, and they'll unpop and they'll slide right off. But yeah, that's no big trick to that. And by the way, one of these hoses is larger than the other one that's, yeah, a little smaller. However, that barb size, I just bought 2 of them, and they both fit. One, you press in a little harder, but they both work just fine. There's a little notch, that little white deal, and then this, and I don't want to say they're child-proof, but they're definitely shame-proof. But basically, you'll see you push in like that to get that. And away we go. one-handed, just like all you guys on the internet do. Come on. Oh, it's got a plug. And in we go. Okay. That filled it about a third, maybe a little over a third of the way. So I'll do it twice. Instead of risking that dumping where they're both full, I'll just run that one, and as it gets lower, I'll run the second one. Okay, we're good to go. I got it set at an angle so the hoses drop into the very corner. So I want to see if it makes a difference right off the bat. I think it'll take a few minutes for the fuel, the Diesel Purge to get into the injection pump and hit the motor. So I'm hoping we can hear just a distinct sound of boom. It goes to quieter and sounding better. They do say to adjust, rev your throttle occasionally. I shouldn't say rev, but just idle it 1,000 RPMs up, down, maybe even let it run just at 1,000 for a while. But let's see what happens. I have 185,000 miles on it today. All right, let's get there. And we get smoked now, but let's see what happens. Okay, I just looked at something. The fat hose is the return line. In case anybody's wondering. We got some smoke still. Now again, I'm at 9,000 feet in Colorado, so it's pretty thin air, but all my other diesel stuff runs pretty stiff and smooth. Oh, I got a fuel leak right there. So let me fix that. I did just have to push it on a little better. it is drinking some serious amount. It's gone down, and I don't think I've had it on for 5 minutes, maybe, but it has drank, I'd say 2/3 of that can already. So it's getting in there, but I'm guessing the injectors are probably so bad that it's either that or what has leaked out of the fitting there. That's possible as well. So I'm going to go ahead and dump that other can in. So something interesting, you know, I'm not noticing it running a lot better yet, but I am noticing bubbles coming out of one discharge, the discharge hose. I don't know what it means. I don't know what that means. Maybe there's some air in the lines, or maybe it's sucking air through the other through the intake of the intake line there. Maybe it's getting it somewhere, but it's not running terrible. What I do notice is it is sucking that stuff in pretty quickly. I gave it some, 2,000 RPM rev, but it is taking, once it revs up and comes back down, it does sustain the rev a little longer even when you let up, I noticed. So for what that's worth. So when this is, getting lower to the level, I'll take a look in there and see what's in there as far as crap from the injection pump, injectors, anything that maybe has come out. But when I'm done with that, I do have a little bit of probably, I got 32 ounces or so of Diesel Kleen. But I'm going to try that out too. I got it, might as well run it and run it through there and see what happens and go from there. Okay, one thing I think has happened as well is it has slowed down the consumption of the fuel. So I'm guessing if I had really bad injection patterns on my injectors, you can buy a portion of it and rebuild the injectors for, I think I saw it was like 45 bucks or so with free shipping, to buy the injector portion of it, the bottom lower half. Take your injectors apart and then rebuild them. But this is, this costs about the same, but I don't have to do any of the work. So, but it does look like it's using less of it now than it did initially. So that's a good sign. And my spray pattern probably more misting instead of, and popping the mist instead of just dribbling and spraying. So anyway, lots of babbling here, but we'll see if there's any difference here in a little while and how long it takes to work it out. Let's see if there's less smoke. I think there's less smoke. Anything I see out here it could be smoke. Anything I see out in this far away. But also, the temperature is probably dropping below 30 now, so it's very possible that it's just heat it's seeing as well. But let me see something. Let me see if I can see it. Okay, I do see, like, I think it's just heat. It doesn't look like smoke, so that's pretty friggin' impressive. So I do think I had some sloppy, bad injectors that were just really clogged, and no, see, there it is. It's there. It's still, when it slowed down. Yeah, we'll keep jacking with it. So yeah, I do think it is drinking this much slower than the other one. Yeah, and yeah, I'd say it's running good, but I think that is the biggest tell for me that it's already probably running more efficiently. So I took and instead of sitting there opening the throttle back and forth, and I'm going to run it constant. And basically, I just took a few screwdrivers or whatever I could find to slightly wedge open the throttle. It's not super high, but yeah, I want to run it for a little while and see what that does. I do think that revving it up a little bit and having it steady like that, I can bring it against the car and feel a slight miss, just as you would a spark plug problem or an arcing spark plug wire. But it's doing good. I do think it's making a difference. I don't know that there was a huge problem with it. Well, I don't know. We'll see after the test drive and all that stuff. But we'll run through it. But I do feel like it has a slight miss, so I'm going to let it run the rest of this out at a slightly higher RPM. Okay, it's been running like maybe 5 minutes, like on the higher RPMs, and I have to say, it's smoothed out. I felt you could lean on part of the car and feel a little bit of stutter here and there, but yeah, it's gotten better. So that's a good sign. Yeah, it is totally sipping the fuel of the Diesel Purge that I put in there. The second bottle, that first bottle, it sucked it down. This second one, it's lasting a lot longer. I am still getting a lot of smoke from under the car, and maybe that's like that seafoam, kind of reaction that it has. If you've ever used that, you'll get a lot of that until you run the shit out of that thing. But anyway, yeah, it's running well, and I am still getting a fair amount of smoke. So unburned fuel. So it probably needs to go through the LiquiMoly Diesel Purge, and then I'll take it out and run the shit out of it. Drive a couple 100 miles, go fart around. Okay, so I just let it idle back down. I'm taking it. Let's just back down here. So it's gone through a fair amount. Of course, when you're running a little higher RPMs, it goes through faster, but I just let it idle down. It sounds better. I still got smoke though. Let's go take a look. Now that it's down to idle. Yeah, I still got a little bit. Well, we'll keep running. Also, something I was thinking about is, I just dumped it into the same, the hoses. If you can have any separation of them, I think that's a good idea. If you have a large enough amount of Diesel Purge, because I'm running, my hoses are pretty well side by side. So whatever is coming out of the discharge that is being purged through the injection pump, and you know, discharges as far as what's left over fuel that's unburned. It's throwing it right back in. So I'm probably getting more on the return to the fuel tank, or the bigger line. I'm probably getting more coming out because it's burning more efficiently. So that's why it's slowed down. It's pumping more of it back through there. But long story short, the hoses are so close together that it's probably sucking even what it does clean out. It's pushing it right back into the lines, and it's going to get filtered. So that's okay. It doesn't allow you to see just how good a job it's doing. And I know it's done well because it slowed down a hell of a lot. Where I went through 2/3 of a can in like a few minutes, 5 minutes. This has been probably 20, 30 minutes that it's been running on this second can and some change. So good stuff. I think it's worth doing. I think this had 185,000 miles on it, and I'm guessing it's never been done, or any kind of a aggressive injection cleaning or injection pump cleaning has been done on it. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'll keep you updated. Yeah, the motor's running well. I'm not seeing any smoke. Yeah, out here, probably 2-3 feet, I see a little bit of smoke. Now, hell, maybe that's normal, but like I said, the thing's always kind of smoked a fair bit. And yes, it's a diesel, but sometimes when they're running efficient, they don't smoke too much at all. But anyway, I'm gonna let this finish up with the chromoly or the LiquiMoly Diesel Purge. Then I'm gonna dump in the rest of that Diesel Kleen that I had from my other trucks. So yeah, we'll give it a shot. So it is definitely running more efficient. The return line, the fatter line, is more consistently flowing, where previously it was kind of just dribbling, a little more than a dribble, but right now it's like gulp, 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 just kicking it out in pretty rhythmically, like it should. So that alone, and it's burning so much less, but I just added the rest of the Diesel Kleen to it. Let's see what happens. Okay, something trippy. I just went in to get a drink, not 5 minutes, and there was very little left of the Diesel Purge. And then I poured in, on top of that, I poured in the Diesel Kleen, and let me show you what I poured in. I poured in 32 ounces of this. Treats up to 250 gallons. Diesel Kleen cetane boost injector cleaner and performance improver. To protect injection pumps, it's got the slick I think it's a slick diesel lubricator. So I know this is a very common product, and I really never use too many products at all in my diesels. But I went inside, I dumped it in on top of it. I saw it running through. You could see it circulating. And they were both clear. They actually, both the products looked about the same color. However, the Diesel Purge, when I put it in and ran 2 cans through, it was very clear coming back out. Maybe had some bubbles here and there. Look at this shit. This turned black. So either the chemicals reacted together, which I don't think so, or the Diesel Kleen running at 100% through the machine like this worked better, or is getting it looser. Maybe the Diesel Purge loosened it up, but that is trippy. Yeah, because this was, both of them were the same color. They were both kind of a clear. But yeah, I just came out. It hasn't been just a few minutes. Now maybe it did something and it's loosening. Maybe the fuel filter stuff inside the fuel filter, I don't know. Maybe it broke some of that down. I don't know, but it's running great. Let's see. Okay, one thing I notice is the Diesel Kleen, not the Diesel Purge. We're running pretty much all on Diesel Kleen right now. Who the hell makes this? You guys probably all know. PS, power service. That stuff, it revs up faster and comes down more quickly than the Diesel Purge. So that's interesting. Or maybe now that everything's loosened up, or things have changed inside, yeah, maybe things like that have happened inside already, that the Diesel Purge loosened, and this is pushing it all out. I don't know. All I know is that running the Diesel Purge, that shit was clear on 2 bottles of it. Now, it slowed it down on the consumption, so I know it did something to my injectors. However, this Diesel Kleen product from PS, that just made all this container of the recycled stuff turn black. Let me see what it looks like. I'm sure it's black. It's kicking it out. Smooth black. And I did separate the hoses. So I put the return on a little higher than I did the one sucking from the bottom, the inlet. So maybe that, maybe that's something, but it's running really well. Let's check the smoke. Okay, I got no smoke. So, holy crap. I mean, granted, you got 45, 50 bucks worth of products going through it right now. Let me rev it up and see what happens. Let's see if it starts spitting it out. I'll be damned. It's running smooth. It's revving up about the same, maybe better. Maybe, yeah, it's better revving up, but it's definitely coming down smoother. So, and I'll be damned. I don't have any smoke anymore. Holy shit, that's awesome.